just want to show you something over here.
Yeah.
It's good that you're standing behind in the queue and trying to take money out so you can have some money in your pocket. But this talks about security, and it talks about that the bank has 24-hour alarms going. It has a time delay, has electronic sensors which could be embedded anywhere in the bank, surveillance cameras probably in multiple places, capturing the whole floor space, I'd say, and behind the tellers. A pop-up security screen, and we can see the screens are already quite high up as an additional physical based security, and electronically locked cash dispensers. So, yeah. Oh, and I see something saying, "Please remove your helmet." Yeah. Do you reckon that's a helmet?
Looks like it.
Looks like it, and so
they can basically ask me to remove it.
What about Google Glass? Do you think they're going to ask people to, in the future we're going to have Google Glass? Please remove your Google Glass before you enter the bank.
There has to be, because just now I could see everything that the guy in front of me was doing. I know his password. I just need his card to take the cash out, to be honest.
You can manufacture his card because you know his password,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah,
using the pen. But I was going to say as well, these things, this is not Google Glass, right? This is just like a cheap $50 high-definition camera made in China. Just show you, it's got a USB connector. After you've done the recording, you can actually go back to a computer and you use this button at the top to press the record, and that footage is captured. So people seem to be upset by head-mounted cameras that they can see that are large and resemble like a camera, a wearable camera, or your normal cam.
Yeah.
But what happens when these things become so ubiquitous and so oblivious? They're really covert, and I really have a problem with covert devices like this, because no one knows they're being watched. No one knows that they're being skimmed at the teller. And these franchisees in Australia are just proliferating. People are going and buying zillions of these devices, and you've got to wonder, what are the limits of watching, and what's the law talking about? What's the law's impact on this? It seems to me Australian laws are not doing too well when I can walk around with this on campus and record willy-nilly everything around me.
That's true.
And how did you feel today wearing this camera?
I feel like people are getting used to being recorded so much that it scares me, because they don't even care. I was right there in the queue. Someone is taking out our money. He wouldn't care if I saw what he was doing on the keypad. And the people saw me with my camera on, and they wouldn't mind as well. They were just laughing at the camera, and that was it for them. A fun moment in their life.
Did you see we got some mixed reactions today?
Yeah.
Were you a bit surprised at some of the mixed reactions?
Yeah, that's true. It's there's no in between, I think. Either people are very friendly with the camera, or they are very feeling threatened and getting very defensive in front of the camera. I didn't see any in between today.
So what do you think will happen, Deniz, when about 20% of our student base will be coming to university with a Google Glass device, just like they're coming with an Android device? In fact, this is an Android device, a Samsung. What's going to happen when digital glass or wearable computers on our bodies will become as ubiquitous as this and have zillions of image sensors, not just on the glass, but also on a wristwatch or a ring or your watch or your earrings? What's going to happen at that point, do you think?
I think they're going to have to make some policies, and they have to protect people's privacy. But it's going to raise a lot of interesting questions too. If you want me to remove my Google Glass, you just go ahead and search me for my pen, for my keyring. You have to do it all. Otherwise, what are they going to say? No Google Glass, but you can bring your handycam. They have to make the laws to cover everything.
So do you think it's going to be against the law to bring recording devices on campus in the future?
I think it's going to be a little bit... it's a really gray area. I can't see why it would happen, why they would actually make policies not to wear any recording devices just to save students' privacy. But at the same time, can they?
It's a good question, and I just wanted to talk to you about whether you think it's going to be self-regulation. People are just going to use common sense about where not to take the camera. For example, you don't take the camera into the toilet. You don't take it into the leisure centre.
Yeah.
You don't take it into the bank. Maybe you don't even take it into the classroom.
Yeah.
But do you think that's going to happen? Or someone's going to have to regulate and say the university policy is this, and we're not budging from this policy until maybe 3 years' time when things become so ubiquitous that things change. What do you think will happen?
There has to be limits to the usage of devices for sure, I think. Because as we were talking about today, and as the reactions we were getting from the lecturers, they don't like it. People mostly don't like getting recorded. I think it's very, very rare when people actually say, "Oh, I don't mind getting recorded. Just go ahead." That is very, very rare. Even the best person, they are gonna be having a bad day one day, and they're gonna explode. It's not a good. It's not a thing that you can make obvious or that you can do every day. There has to be limits.
And what do you think if someone says, "I've got the right to record my whole life. I can life log. This is my life. I can record everything around me." What do you make of that? Do they have a right to record everything around them?
Yeah. I think they do, but that's the thing. When I'm walking past here, no one can say, no one can walk up to me and say, "Oh, what are you doing? You can't record me." I'm just passing by. I'm not hovering around you. I'm not listening to your private conversation. Or even if I'm doing it, it's not on purpose. If I'm lining up at NAB ATM, I'm gonna have to hear the conversations and I'm gonna have to be recording them, but not on purpose, and I'm not gonna be using them. That is where the law comes in, I think. If I'm recording you and using your information against your will, or using that images against your will, that's an issue, but otherwise,
So you can record, but just don't put it on Facebook and YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do with that footage? You're going to watch it at night time? Why are you recording? Why are you live vlogging? What do you think these guys live vlog for?
I don't see a point to live vlog, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna watch it all over again? Like, are you gonna be living the same day all over again? What are you actually planning to do with that recording? Like, you can, the only thing you can do is go back to that recording and just to remind yourself what you were doing at that time, or if you're being accused by a murder by any chance, you will have a proof that backs you up. But other than that,
you think video evidence never lies? Does video evidence ever lie?
Well, it can be altered, but
can be altered and manipulated.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least better than nothing, I think.
Okay.
You'll have evidence, but.
So, hey, how long are you going to keep this recording of me? Before I say bye-bye, how long? Come on. A month? A year? 2 years? How long are you going to keep that of your lecturer?
I'll keep it forever.
I'm touched. All right, have a great afternoon.
Yeah, you too. I'll catch you later.
Catch you later.